Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for tuning in from where you are. This is going to be about an under 35-minute practice. So feel free to start to come into a comfortable seated position and let's get started. So we'll begin by tuning in with our breath. Place one hand on the belly and one hand on the heart. Exhaling all of our air out, every last drop of air, releasing it. And then inhaling, filling the belly up like a balloon. Feeling the breath travel in through the belly, through the lungs, the heart, and the chest. Taking a few deep diaphragmatic breaths like this. Connecting with our body, mind, breath, heart. Let's inhale, lift the hands up, and exhale, bring the hands into a prayer down the center. Inhale, look up. Again, hands down through the heart. One more time. Exhale down. And now reversing. Inhale, send the hands up through the center. Circle the arms around and down. Inhale. Exhale. Once more, inhale, lift through the arms, rounding the hands down. Extend your left arm out now and keep your focus on the hand the whole way up and down. We're going to inhale, lift the arm up. Exhale, release the hand down. We're warming up our side body as well as our neck. Inhale the whole way up, exhale down. Placing the hands on the knees now, we'll come into some seated spinal rotations. So we want to exhale as we round and squeeze the core, and inhale as we open the chest, moving the spine in a circular motion and massaging the inner organs. Reverse directions when you're ready. Exhale back, inhale forward. Okay, moving on to a similar. We're coming directly back and directly forward. Coming forward, inhaling, exhaling as you round the spine back. And empty out the air in the belly as you come backwards and inhale as deeply as you can as you come forward. Moving on to some shoulder rotations. Rotate through the shoulder, extending the fingertips out. And feel the natural relief that the movement offers. Making the circles a little bit smaller. We'll engage through the shoulders, bring a little bit of energy and strength. Okay, taking a moment to hug yourself and breathe deeply, creating a nice little bit of pressure with our arms. And bring the opposite arm to the top. Take a deep breath here. Feel the chest expanding into the arms as you inhale. Move into some shoulder rotations going in the other direction now, back to front. Focusing now on the back of your body, where your lungs are more so located toward the back of the body than the front. So as you rotate the arms, breathing into the spine, sending energy and love there. And again, small circles to engage the shoulder muscles. Tilting our head to the right side, extend the left arm out, and we'll enjoy a nice neck stretch here. You can bring your chin closer to your collarbone and play around with what feels good. Continuing to breathe here. We'll move into neck rotations now, drawing a circle on the ceiling with the crown of your head. Continuing to breathe deeply, rotating through that neck. Bring your chin to your chest now, and we're going to be inhaling. Squeeze the muscles in the neck, and then relax the chin back down to the chest. Again, inhale, we're squeezing the muscles in the neck and the throat. This helps to align the neck. One more time. Inhale, squeeze the throat. Moving into our first official asana now, coming into Baddha Konasana, the seated angle pose or the butterfly pose. Grab onto the ankles or the toes and sit up nice and tall. Take a big deep breath in and exhale. Moving forward inch by inch, we will fold from the hips, leaning forward, using your elbows pressing against your shins to lever yourself forward. When you feel you've come far enough, relax your neck and shoulders inward, coming into a nice inverted position. And we'll inhale, slowly roll up out of the posture. Extend the legs and the hands out in front now. And we'll be inhaling back about 45 degrees, exhaling forward. Keep the feet flexed throughout this movement to engage the legs. Keep the core tight and keep the breath moving. Inhale, come back. Exhale, forward, almost like we're rowing a boat. As we exhale, coming fully over the legs now, moving on to Paschimottanasana, the seated forward fold. You can place your hands on the legs or the feet. And again, relax the neck and shoulders. Take a few deep moments and deep breaths to tune in with your inner energy. Moving on to a tabletop position now. We're going to move into some cat-cows. Drop the belly down to the ground, lift through the head and the tailbone. Then we'll tuck the tailbone in, round the spine, and continue for a moment at your own pace. Next, we'll be moving into bird dog position. So let's extend the right arm and the left leg out, meeting in the center, the elbow and the knee. Inhale up and exhale as you bring the knee and elbow together. Go into the other side. Inhale up, exhale, elbow to knee. Pressing strongly into the knee, rising up, finding your balance. Okay, let's go into some side movements. So we'll inhale through the center, exhale, and bring the hip and shoulders together, moving like a shark moves. Now we'll bring our hands forward a few inches and come into some hip rotations on the ground. Keeping the knees soft in one place, rotate the hips in a circle. You can bow backwards into a child's pose briefly. And reverse directions. Curling the toes under, we'll prepare to press back into a downward facing dog now. So we'll want to have our hands underneath our shoulders, our fingers pressing firmly into the ground, and lifting the knees and the tailbone up off the ground, pressing with equal weight in the hands and feet. Take some deep breaths here, allowing the breath to cleanse. Go ahead and walk the dog now, bending one knee and bringing the opposite heel to the mat. Inhale, lift the left leg up, and we'll tap the left elbow with the knee. Lifting again, inhale, tap the right elbow with the knee. Inhale once more, we'll bring the chin to the chest and drop the foot in between the hands. Inhale, lift the arms up, moving into warrior one. Allow the core to be nice and strong here as we press our feet into the ground and lift up. You can even come into a little bit of a back bend here, bringing the right hand to the back thigh and inhaling the left arm up. Bring both hands down to the mat now. Pressing back into down dog. We'll lower ourselves into a plank position and come into cobra. So we're using the muscles in our legs, glutes, and lower back to propel our heart upwards. We want to lift through the chest here, keeping little to no weight in the hands. Okay, we're going to press back into down dog again and now go into the right side. Inhale, lift the right leg up, tap the right elbow with the knee. Once again, inhale, exhale, tap the left elbow. Once more, inhale, lift the leg, drop the foot in between the hands, and we'll rise up, circling the arms up into warrior one. Bring the left hand to the left thigh. We'll inhale, reach the right arm up for a nice open back bend. Bringing the back foot forward now, we're going to inhale, half lift, and exhale, jackknife pose. Press the feet firmly into the ground. Fold over the legs, bringing all of your weight into your feet and letting your neck and shoulders hang to the pull of gravity. You can also cross your hands, touching the opposite elbow, swaying from side to side, feeling this restorative pose. As the blood flows into our brain, we bring new oxygen and energy into our upper body. Okay, coming into a kneeling posture now, we'll come into the gate pose. Extend the right leg out and either place the foot flat on the ground or keep the foot flexed up throughout the pose. Inhale, and we're reaching through the left arm, up and over the side. Turn your gaze to look up toward the ceiling, toward your hand. Looking up and continuing to press the standing knee into the ground as you breathe. Inhale, reach up, stretching up nice and tall. And we'll extend the left leg out to the side now. Inhale the right arm over. Press the right knee, shin, and foot into the ground behind you to help you lift up. Energy and joy flood my body cells. Taking nice, deep, restorative breaths. Now we'll come into the camel pose, Ustrasana. Bringing the pinkies together, we'll create a nice cradle with our hands, hooking your thumbs on the pelvis. So we're cradling the pelvis with our hands, creating a foundation. Press the hands into the pelvis now and inhale, open through the chest. We don't want to let the neck hang completely freely, so bring a little bit of strength into your neck so that you're holding your neck up. And if you'd like to move deeper, this is optional. Feel free to bring your hands to your heels and continue pressing your pelvis forward. Nice long deep breaths here, opening the spine, mentally affirm. With calm faith, I open to my light. Come out of the pose, inhale, lift one arm up, and then reach up with both arms. Fold forward into a child's pose and take a few deep breaths here. Grabbing onto the heels, we'll move into the hare pose. So planting the crown of the head into the ground, grabbing the ankles with the thumbs pointed outwards, we'll lift the pelvis up and feel a nice stretch in the upper back. We come out of the pose, we'll make our way to standing. Inhale, reach the arms up, and we're coming into another standing jackknife pose. And slowly roll up. Using your hands, sweep your body energetically as if you're scanning your body all the way down. Exhale and bend the knees. We'll slowly roll up. Bring the hands up above. Exhale the whole way down, using your hands to tune into your body energetically. And then inhaling as we come up to touch the sky. All right, hooking the thumbs together, let's come into Ardha Chandrasana, the half moon pose. We're just sending our arms to each side for a nice quick side stretch. We're going to move into tree pose now. Point the right knee out in front of you. Rotate out from the hip, placing the heel on the ankle, calf, or above the knee on the thigh. Let's inhale together. Reach the arms up and breathe here. Mentally affirm, I am calm. I am poised. Inhale, reach the arms up. We'll release our feet down. Coming into the other side now. Finding your stable foot positioning. Hands at the heart. Inhale, reach the arms up. And continuing to look upwards, we want to keep our gaze up toward the sky. This really helps us to raise our energy, our vibration. Moving the breath through the body. I am calm. I am poised like a tree. Next pose we'll come into the dancer's pose, king of the dance pose. So grabbing your right ankle with your right hand, extend the left arm up. Keeping the chest open, we're going to press into our hand with our foot and start to tilt forward. Breathing here, working on our inner balance and stability. Let's go into the other side now. Reach up with one arm and keeping the chest open, pressing into the hand with the leg, anchoring into your stability, your strength, and your ability to be grounded, sailing through life. All right, let's come into some double breaths. So we're going to inhale, make a fist with your hands and open, create some tension. Open the doors with your hands and exhale, bring the hands together. If you've done any of my classes, you have practiced the double breath. It's going to be a short and long inhalation through the nose, a short, long exhalation through the mouth. Okay, we're moving into some standing spinal rotations now. Getting our bearings with our legs. So continuing to move the spine in a circle. The hips can stay where they are. We'll move into the circle of joy now. Inhale, hands at the heart. Exhale, extend the fingertips out. Inhale, extend the fingertips up. Exhale, bring the hands behind you, interlacing the hands. And inhale, reaching the hands up and back. Inhale, hands at the heart. Exhale, press the hands away from you. Inhale, reach up toward the ceiling. And exhale, interlace the hands behind you, lifting up and opening through the chest. We'll move into the chair pose next. Placing the hands out in front of us, we're going to slowly sit back into our chair, keeping the chest open. Taking a moment to roll the shoulders back. And if you'd like a challenge, you can bring your heels off of the ground. Feel free to come out of it whenever you need to by just simply standing up. And I always like to come back in because the first time is kind of like finding your balance, and the second time you can really settle into your strength. Mentally affirm, my body is no burden. It is light as air. And I came out of the pose by simply bringing my hands to the hip crease. And now we're coming into a hip opening posture. Pressing the elbows into the knees, pressing the feet into the ground, and lifting up through the spine. This is a very grounding posture. Now go ahead and circle your arms back behind you. We'll move back onto the mat. We'll bring in some core strength into our practice by pointing the feet out in front and lifting the feet off the ground about 6 inches, keeping the hands off the ground as well. We're going into the fire breath, so pumping the breath through the belly, like so. Bringing both knees up. Cross the left ankle over the right thigh, coming into the figure 4 stretch. Pointing and flexing the foot. Press the foot into the thigh to really open through the hip. And you can grab behind the thigh. Coming into some ankle rotations now. Bringing the right ankle over the left thigh now. Again, point and flex that foot. Enjoy pressing your spine and the neck into the ground, giving us a nice relief. Continuing to breathe deeply here. And now grabbing either side of your feet on the outside, coming into the happy baby pose. So bring your knees in towards your chest and your tailbone down into the ground. Rocking from side to side, you'll feel a massage on your spine. Enjoying this very free and happy, childlike pose. Let's go ahead and let go of the feet now and place our feet back onto the mat. Lift through the pelvis. We're coming into the bridge pose. Slide each shoulder underneath. Interlace the hands underneath your back, and please continue to look straight ahead. Do not turn your neck to the side, as this could harm your neck. But continuing to press the feet into the ground and the hips up into the sky. Squeezing through the glutes, the core, the thighs. Keep the breath moving. As an option, if you feel this is safe for you, you can place your hands behind your back and come into a shoulder stand. Lifting through the feet, tucking in the core. It's a nice inversion. And now grabbing onto the shins, we're going to rock forward and backwards. This is a great way to align the spine naturally. Okay, we'll move into a nice relaxing twist here. Bring the right knee up, shift your weight onto your left hip, and start to allow your right knee to make its way toward the left side of your mat. Place the left hand on the right knee and look over your right outstretched arm. Inhale and lengthen the spine. As we exhale, we can relax a bit deeper. Mentally affirm, I open to the flow of life within me. Slowly untwist, and now bring the left foot onto the right thigh. Shift your weight onto your right hip and allow the left knee to make its way down to the right side. Opening the arm in the opposite direction. Taking some deep breaths here. And again, mentally affirm, I open to the flow of life or universal energy within me. As you feel ready to, slowly untwist and make your way into Savasana, the corpse pose. Resting in Savasana now. Feel your belly rising and falling as you inhale, expanding, as you exhale, contracting. Lift your gaze to the point between the brows with the eyes closed and allow the body to restore itself. Mentally affirm, I relax from outer involvement into my inner haven of peace. Stay here as long as you need to. If you'd like to stay here longer, pause this video, and if you're ready to come up, start to wiggle your fingertips and toes, stretching your arms above your head. Roll onto one side. When you're ready to come up out of Shavasana, slowly press yourself up, coming up into a seated position. We'll close the class the same way we came in by tuning in with our breath once again in our seated position. I'm tapping my skull here to move any stuck fluid in the brain and awaken the cells in the memory. Now I'm massaging my scalp, moving the skin on the scalp around like a wig. And we're going to conclude our practice here. I'm sending you all so much love, gratitude, and I hope to see you again soon. With all my love, namaste. Thank you for practicing with me.